So we were opening in it, actually, not under it. So we were opening inside of it, the mitigation zone, right? I was watching for that, obviously. So there was that first scenario. And so typically what I do is um prepare myself for both sides when it comes to open. Unless there is a clear like direction or there's like a clear setup, there are going to be some times where it's very clear to what's gonna happen. But certain days like today, yesterday, and actually this whole week, it's just really just two scenarios that can happen. And so you wanna like draw out both of them and kind of just react to the market to whatever happens, right? So yeah, we did open up inside this mitigation zone and we did look overextended like on the chart, but that doesn't mean we can still go up more, right? So that's why I'm not going to just take shorts right away, right? Because that's what it looked like was going to happen or open. It looked like we were just going to dump because we off open got just straight bearish momentum. And there's some people who have a problem with not understanding when to really get in and which play is the fake out. And so every single day off New York session, if you trade New York session, you're not going to get into a trade. There's not a sweep. And so it doesn't matter, right? And so, yeah, there are going to be inceptions, but through experience and if like you want to, if you have like a problem with not taking the right trades and kind of just getting in like the dumb trades and getting in too early or whatever, this is a way that you are going to be able to get away from this problem by kind of making your trading be robotic, right? Because I'm not trying to predict anything. I'm just reacting. So this bullish fair value gap right here, right, was formed before market open, and so was the mitigation zone. And so if I was going to take shorts, right, play puts, because I thought we were going to go down, the scenario that should have happened was off open. We should have pumped, taken these highs, and then got a liquidity sweep, and then shorted, right? That should have been the situation in the scenario if you were going to take shorts. You didn't get that. So off open, what you got instead was you dumped down, and then we ended up, so this is on the 5 minute, but if we go on the 1 minute, you'll see that we ended up taking these lows right here, right? So all we got was just the, optimal trade entry, which for me is just a zone, and there's a sweep happening within that zone touch, right? And actually, if you guys use my fib tool, it's not on, I don't use it on this chart. I use it on my Weibo chart because I have like the pre-market data on that. But usually when I send the fib, I open around where this fair value gap was also bullish retracement. So you guys could have went and marked that yourself and seen that the right at this area right here was bullish retracement. And so before the market even opens, I have all of this marked. So I am just waiting to see what is happening. I'm not trying to predict. The bell is not making me nervous. The momentum is not making me feel any type of FOMO. I'm not watching this bleed and seeing like, oh shit, I'm gonna miss out. I need to get in right away. Like, the trading is very controlled. Very well understanding of how price moves and how you're going to need a sweep in order to get into a trade. It's just the best way to go about it. And so I'm able to just watch this, wait, and eventually see exactly what I'm waiting for and then get in. And I would be crazy not to get in because it's the same entry over and over again, and it works for both ways, right? Both sides, whether if it's playing shorts or playing longs, it's the same thing. And I mean, yes, there are going to be scenarios where maybe, let's say, it does bleed through here, or that's where I adapt, right? As a trader, you have to also just react and adapt, right? So right here, have the two scenarios. Well, that's two scenarios that, I am waiting for to play out. So instead of just like open saying, I think this is going to happen, I think it's going to dump, you have two scenarios that I think are going to play out. Like the chances that both of them won't work out is like very slimmer than just you saying like, oh, it's going to do this for sure, and then you being right. Like You know what I'm trying to say? Like you have two scenarios that you're just waiting for one to happen. It's most likely going to happen. And if it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. You adapt and you react to how price is at the moment, right? And in that time, preferably what I like to do is use intraday areas of interest. And that's just the best thing to do if whatever you have charted before is not playing out, right? But in this scenario, we get that play right off open and ride those calls, which I ended up actually paper handing because I thought I was going to end the day sooner. Didn't think this was going to run up as much, but you know, it's not much. You can't really expect too much. Pretty good run up though. Really no reason to sell. There's not really any optimal like pullback. Not until like right over here, but even then we end up just holding market structure. We can even go on the 1 minute and see like these pullbacks is this is the only real hefty pullback. But I could show you how. Actually, no, this is the FOMC. I'm tripping balls. Let's go back right here. Yeah. So we see on the 1 minute equal lows taken, right? You see beautiful entry right there. And so even if you had missed this entry, right? Adapt. That's all. That's literally all you can do. And so we see that. And another thing that's helping us with this entry right here is remember what I taught you guys last time, the low resistance highs, right? Prices like it's always magnetic towards low resistance levels, right? And so we have a bunch of low resistance highs right over here that price is magnetic towards that we're willing to take. And as soon as we get a sweep, right? We get a sweep. Now we know we're targeting at least up until here, right? And then, right, when we do get up there, we get a break and retest, which I'll go over later on. But if you didn't get in over here, right, you're just looking to see where you're going to either re-enter or catch a reversal. And so when we get to this high right over here, right, all we do is just get a break and retest, right? And we don't get a fair value gap like re-entry until like later on right over here, which is like still pretty not too late into the trend, but at this point it's just a classic break and retest of the range, which is not a bad entry, right? Still pretty good, not too late as well. And then as far as fib right over here, obviously hold, right? So like I said, these pullbacks, nothing too hefty, holding structure here as well. And then if we can even, I mean, I don't know if you guys want me to go on 5 minute, but I can tell that right here there's a 5 minute zone that we held. So yeah, like you just want to always be active on the charts, more active charting and looking for things instead of actually like getting into trades. Some people I know like don't have anything in their charts and they're getting into hella trades and they don't know why. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, so you see we hold this zone here, and then we keep going. And so finally when FOMC starts, and you know, expected this, right? A run up until FOMC. And then not exactly when FOMC started, we started bleeding. We actually started bleeding before, but caught a top, levels caught it. Didn't have any fucking zones up here. I didn't have a zone up until all the way up here. And so I just had to really just catch the rejection with one of my levels. And so didn't really take shorts until I got like a solid breaker structure, right? And so there's no breaker structure here from this. And I guess you could even probably re-enter, but typically what I did is just enter like until I got like a solid breaker structure, which is like right over here. And that's also where finally starting getting displacement. And you guys can see the difference between this and this and this. Like this is clear displacement. This is literally perfect and it's right through market structure. And I mean, it's not through 10 to 11, so I guess you can't technically call it silver bullet, but it's still the same shit concept, like just displacement through market structure. And then you finally get that dump, and then FOMC finally starts. We just fucking dump, and I was actually from this dump targeting this order block that we had formed earlier this week. And actually, I think this was last week. What's the survey? Okay, yeah. So earlier this week, targeting this, we actually didn't get down into it. And so when I saw that, I was trying to diamond ball these, but I saw I was hesitating. And so when it's FOMC, and you got to look at the times, like you have to look at the times and see like when it's time for him to start speaking or it's time to like stop speaking, and like it honestly is really important to just like see what the data is and understand it very well too. So basically, what happened is they paused hiking rates, and that's bearish. And for people who don't understand why that's bearish, and like it's a start argument, but like it's bearish. Like the reason why it's bearish is because when the Fed pauses hiking rates, right? That's when the Fed pivot happens. And then historically, like you can look historically, after Fed pivot, that's when the real crash happens. Like that's when the real crash in the market happens. And so since you guys know for a while for FOMC, they've just been hiking rates, and everyone's just been going crazy because they're like, yo, how long can they keep going? Like, keep doing this and keep doing this. Well, finally they stopped. And so that is why that news is taken as bearish. And then I guess at the end, typically with FOMC, the way that the market reacts to the news, they'll just reverse it right after. So, I've only seen it once where it just goes one direction, and that one direction was a fucking pump. But if it fucking dumps like that in the beginning, it's most likely going to recover throughout the day unless it's like really, really bearish. But that's why it's kind of key to listen to what he's saying, because it really just depends on like how hawkish he continues to be, right? Because there are some times where like I've seen, like, we've seen days where it's like just straight bleed, right? And those are days where it's like you listen to what he says and you can just like, oh yeah, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good. But there's just days like today where it's clear that they want to recover it. It took a heavy hit. It should have taken a heavier hit, honestly, but whatever. Still pretty good. Pretty good FOMC. Better than the last one. I don't see how anyone could have got burned. Pretty easy, honestly. I've seen a lot of FOMCs like this. This is not the type of FOMC to get burned. This is probably a lucky one, honestly. Because, I don't see how you can get burned on this. Pretty straightforward. But yeah, do you guys have any fucking questions about anything? Sword. Awkward fucking silence. I love it.
Do you chart?
My mic was muted.
What's up?
Oh, Amiva, you wanna say something?
Yeah. I said, do you chart?
Wait, what?
Your
Do
mic
you
cut out.
chart out at pre-market or at nighttime?
Pre-market.
Pre-market.
Yeah, I don't chart at night.
All right.
Because I wait to see like where it will open up. What's up?
So, could you go over like not basing it off of any levels or zones, just straight off of price action? Could you find, or like I can find it. What if you were going for like a reverse, trying to get a reverse trade, and which is like not a good idea at the start, but like, if you were to say at 1140 ish, 1140, you were trying to go
Short.
No, you were trying to go long, like keep going long. Why would that be a bad play?
At 1140?
Yeah. If you were trying to go long and continue like the bear, you were like
At exactly 1140, like the candle 1140?
No, just around that time, like from like.
So look at my screen.
Yeah, from 1125 to to like 12.
Like why is it not good to get into calls here?
Yeah, why would it not be a good play not to get calls, not basing it off of like any, because like many other confluences would tell you that it's a bad idea, but like if you were just looking off of price action, could you find that?
To be fair, not really, dude. Because like you kind of really need to be looking at past data to understand like how far you can take it. I mean,
Right.
like because the thing is, it's you're like you're basically saying like without any levels, any zones, just looking at raw like price like if this chart was naked, how would I be able to tell if this was the top?
Well,
They're
if you just had like the day in front of you, like the daily chart,
just
if you
the
didn't,
daily chart.
if you didn't, no, I meant if the chart of the current day,
Um,
you'd have to have. I mean, it would be better. It would be best to have many other confluences. But I'm just
yeah,
asking, like hypothetically. I'm not saying like.
no, I know. I'm trying to figure out like honestly, bro, just with straight price action, like no levels, no nothing.
Well, maybe levels. I don't know. What about with levels?
I mean, I guess no. Honestly, I don't know. To be fair with you, bro, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of hard to tell because like even on this pullback, it didn't break structure or anything, and it did look like it was gonna hold. It's just a matter of like, what's up?
What about with everything? Like with everything, then why would that be a bad play if you were to
Buy
do this?
70, boys.
What?
My bad. Repeat what you're saying.
What if you used everything else? Why would that be a bad play?
But I mean, so it depends because it's like I can go like if you want me to like answer for me it was just like indicators and shit like that.
If you have a bias that it will continue to go up,
Right.
you're trying to look for ways that it will go up, and there's order blocks and like fair value gaps in there.
Okay, so
breaker
typically
block.
me, all right, so this is what I would do. So if price is in this area and
Mhm.
I'm trying to get a re-entry, right? A
Yeah.
solid re-entry. Like I'm trying to get in because I think it's gonna keep going. Well, what I needed to do, like, is a sequence of things. Like, so one thing that's important is holding retracement, right? But the thing is when retracement holds, it can only get tested once. So when I use it if you like this low is at the same low, right? And so you would have marked it from here, and so we tested it. Okay, it broke out, and we see this like strong momentum through it, right?
Mhm.
And I mean, I wouldn't go as far to call this a sweep because this is like in low key still like pumped a little bit after that, which is why I say this one's a little tricky. But typically, the way of telling is just like you get strong momentum, and then you get another pullback like right away, and then this pullback tests that same retracement again. Now you know price is starting to look weaker because it's testing the same areas again. So a way to kind of put it to you, like so they understand better, is you can kind of tell when a trend is starting to look weak if it's testing the same market structure over and over again. Because like you want to like to test market structure or something and then pump and then leave it, not test that area again. If it starts to test it around there again, then that's how you know it's starting to look weak. And we start to get that like right here, right? Where it's just kind of like forming that range. And like, yeah, like I said, bro, at the time that you're telling me, it's literally hard. You're trying to tell me like, how am I going to be able to tell it's the top? Well, I'm going to use every single thing that I look at. But one thing I can tell you just with raw price action is that it's not moving too far up from its retracement. It's testing that shit again, right? And so you want to be looking at like the way that price moves too. It's like external move, internal, external, internal, right? We get external move and then just a huge internal move, almost as big as the external move, right? And so I start to look at that and I'm like, okay, price is starting to look weak, right? But typically the way you want to save yourself is just getting in early, bro. Like, don't get into the habit of getting in late. If you know, like,
Yeah,
get in early.
I get it. I'm just what I was trying to like ask is if I was stacking my confluences um and I was trying to find a good entry and I was looking um for how many like checks of like how many confluences apply
Yeah.
to my bias.
Yeah.
If I could find in the price action, if I could find a confluence for me to enter, you know,
Mhm.
if
Mhm.
or is the price action telling me to not and to
Yeah,
like nines or what is it?
to be fair, the best way to go about it is to have a better, like, this is the problem. This is like a problem that some people have is that they'll learn a concept like a fair value gap, and then a fair value gap works, but they'll see it touch the fair value gap, and they're not gonna get in. But that's not how it works because you're
Yeah.
trying to get into a trend. You're trying to get into a play. So you need a model. You need like a certain type of thing to happen so that you're just reacting. You're not just like getting in blindly, right? So typically the best way to go about it is just to have wait for a sweep. So this area, to be fair, you just have to tell yourself like what's going on, bro. Like you have to look around where we are and the sequence of events. So around this right here, well, right here we formed the high, right? So you want to mark that, you want to see that, and you want to see where that high came from, right? So you got to look to the left. Maybe it's swept. You want to be looking to that because that's really important. Because if it's a sweep, then that's telling you this might be a top. You want to be looking at all of that, right? Not just looking to right over here and seeing, oh, we have this order block right here. I think we're going to test the order block and bounce. Like it's not that easy. You want to be looking like really everywhere, and you want to be seeing like the sequence of events to, you know, get to where we are right now. And so when you realize that, you know, and it gets really deep, right? So at this time, yes, there was no zones, but we were sitting in a premium. And so when we sit in a premium, expecting a rejection at some point, so just targeting the levels, right? Seeing that we end up rejecting one, and it's pretty clear, right, that we end up forming a high resistance high. And so the way to go about it, bro, is just better trade entry instead of just. I mean, so what was your reasoning in getting in there? Like, what were you looking at the time?
No, I wasn't looking at it. I was just like actually like
Thinking
I
about it?
was literally asking hypothetically if I was looking at
Okay.
the price action. No, it's first of all it's too late in the day to try to
Yeah.
get in a trend play, and we're in an uptrend already, and it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's just
No, I mean it's not too late because like you look, you're like all you have to do is just look at the flip side and then
I mean
wait
yeah,
and
but
then
you should
so
take like everything into account, like if it's FOMC like or not, or
no, I feel you. Yeah,
all
no,
the zones
today's a little different, but we're gonna act like this is not FOMC and this is just regular price action. Like
okay.
us, because every day works like this. Like you're gonna see this every day. Like you know, at the end of the day, it's still rushing regular price action. Like yeah, I get this is a little fucking crazy, but like we're not talking about this right now. You
No,
know?
but usually like on FOMC, if we see a pump, you'd expect it to dump on FOMC,
Yeah.
like straight off the
Like
bat,
what we said.
pump.
Right.
Okay, just stack your confidences.
I mean, it's just good trade entry. Like, does that answer your question or not?
Yeah. I honestly don't know where I was going with it. It
You good?
it wasn't a correct question I was trying to ask.
I'm chilling. Oh, my bad, Metzine. I didn't see your question. So the broker that I use is KOTX. I don't think they have fundings. No, I don't want to say that they don't have fundings. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they expanded to that, but from my understanding, it's just personal. But I don't know if they have any funded. Bro, offshore is better than like, it's better than like anything coming out of fucking Uncle Sam. What's up? No, bro, these stay here every day. I swear to God, they don't move. Yeah, these same ones. Yes, yeah, exactly. So like, you see how like I'm gonna have to mark new ones tomorrow. Yeah, no, still regardless though, because we're at 365, so still gotta make new ones. But yeah, same ones.
Oh, look,
And then-
Joel,
what's up?
we entered a fair value gap right off open.
Yes, that's what I was talking
previous
about.
day fair value gap.
Yes, that's what I was talking about right here. Look,
Yeah,
this was the opening play. Beautiful.
that's
You
it.
see it for the people in the live call, bro. Like, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, for the people who are here in lounge right now, like, I appreciate that, bro. Because I'm being honest with you guys, the signal bots kind of piss me off, bro. Because the thing is, like, I like signaling. Trust me, I do. But that shit doesn't get you anywhere, bro. That shit gets draining as fuck. Because those people just like, I like people who actually like sit here and listen to me and learn, and then like actually go and do it themselves. Because that shit's just so much more better compared to a person who wants me to sit there and scream at their ear and tell them to get calls. Or
That should be.
or I can sit here and you guys, I force you to wake up in the morning, and and I tell you, yo, look, this is what's gonna happen. If you see this happen, get in. And then now you're like, Joel, that shit worked out, and now you know how to get in it. So I hope more people start joining these fucking lounges and start learning how to do
Yeah,
this
bro.
shit themselves instead of trying to be a
Five
signal
people.
bot.
5 people in recap
Yeah,
today.
five people, but 20. But like, what? How many people are gonna be in the like? It's annoying, and I don't care, bro. I used to signal all the time, and yeah, that shit cool, whatever. But I realize it doesn't get anywhere. Those people just make money, they disappear. I don't care. It's better that I teach you guys how to trade yourselves.
Fuck the
At least
signals,
you
bro.
guys leave.
And any question is like, don't be scared to ask questions, bro.
You gotta win on your own, baby. You gotta lose
Yeah,
on
but
your
it's such actually fucking devastating that people don't care that I want to teach them shit.
They're
I'm here for you, Joel.
They're not real traders.
Uh, for sure, bro. Appreciate you guys coming out. Like, which one? I'm on 5 minutes. Yeah.
Joel, go to Apple real quick.
Yeah. I'll go after this one. This?
Or if I could share my screen, it don't matter.
Oh, so this? Yeah, well, the pump from this morning wasn't from from an order block. It was from a fair value gap right here. This one. It didn't even get to the order block. Yeah, no.
The order block was way down low, bro.
Yeah, it was like I had this one, and then you could have this one here too.
Yeah, the order block was at like hell low.
Yeah, honestly, bro, it's very like I would say like perspective shit. It's like perspective. Oh, five?
Specs, look, there's
Oh, but you have extended hours, right? That's why you have it. Makes sense.
yeah, but spec, look, there's a fair value gap there. It was much more like precise if you had the fair value gap.
Oh yeah.
that's
So
what
you,
Joel has.
yeah. The fair value gaps. What I, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I see the zone that you have now. Yeah, I see that shit.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah, it hit the fair value gap. It didn't even really. I mean, in your chart, it showed that it hit the order block, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it worked out. Yo, Javier, what were you saying,
And
bro?
yesterday it was crazy. Look at all those wicks at the bottom, right before the
I was
bump.
gonna ask you to look at Apple and tell me if that 182 range was a sweep of liquidity.
Right here.
What is your
Hold on.
profile picture?
1 minute. 1 minute.
Yeah. I'm looking at the 1 minute. It was
182.
yeah 182 range ish.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't even call this liquidity sweep. This is just more holding support.
Okay.
Because the liquidity sweep would be like, let's say, let's like flip this. So let's say like this was right here. A liquidity sweep would be like, you know how like this ran through this?
Uh huh.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this would be a liquidity sweep. Like if this was right here and this was right here, that would be a liquidity sweep. But this is more of just
all equal, or that's just unbalanced, right?
yeah. This to me is just holding support, bro. Because what I would do, like what I like to do, I do this on forex, is like this, right? Instead of just having it to a level. And really, what it's doing here is just holding support, bro. I don't look. This isn't really a liquidity sweep.
Is that a re-entry on a fair value gap too?
No, this isn't a fair value gap. This is just
No. Up later.
Oh, right
Yeah,
here. Yes.
Isn't that
right
called like an institutional wick or some shit?
here. Yeah. That's what it's called.
The two wicks right next to each other. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be two, but yes.
Yeah.
Like I like to do this, and this works on forex a lot. And this is really just holding support. It's not a liquidity sweep. Liquidity sweep is like this. All right. Let's say this kept going, right? So we have this low. We run it with aggression, and then as soon as we fucking break it, hesitation, right? And then this is perfect because if you look to the left, we have zone, right? And then if you have a fib, you can tell that we just hit retracement and then pump.
Okay, so then the liquidity sweep is like hard rejection, like extremely bullish after it hits it.
Yeah. So it's like literally like a liquidity sweep is like the opposite of a breakout. So when you have a breakout, it's like it looks like it's not going to break, and then it just breaks it with crazy momentum, and then it goes. But the liquidity sweep is the complete opposite. It looks like it's gonna break it with complete momentum, and then it does, and then it completely fakes the fuck out of you, and then it just goes the other way. Breakout is like when it looks like it's not gonna go, like it looks like it's not gonna break, it looks like it's not gonna go that direction, and then it ends up just going. Not necessarily. Sometimes it'll just break a high or some shit, or like break a lower, depending on the situation. But yeah, so it's just you'll get momentum. It looks like it's gonna go and break, and then it just fakes people out. So fucking simple.
Yo, Joel.
What's up, bro?
I swung AAL calls.
What are you doing trading them?
No, I swung AAL calls.
You swung?
Yeah,
What's going? Who told you to swing that, Fizz?
because I was already up like 20%.
Yes,
Right?
Cozy, how'd you do today, though?
And every single day for the past like 2 months, Joel,
Uh-huh.
every day for the past 2 months, it literally opened up like green, like hella green. So if it goes red this time, I quit. Like on everything, I quit trading if it opens red.
United Airlines?
Yes, bro. That shit's been up every single day for the past like 3 months.
Wait, so that was your confluence? Or was there like...
No, so I entered off a retest or whatever, and I was like,
Okay.
all right, I'm just going to swing it for the rest of the
Okay.
week. And I'm up like 20% on them, but like, yeah.
No, so a bear flag and a bull flag. I mean, okay, so I haven't used those. Okay, buddy. I got you something, bro. So, what's up? Look. Yo, look who it is, bro. It's fucking
That retail?
Sizz. Yo, Sizz, what's up, bro?
What's up?
I see you creeping, bro. You not
He
slick.
don't know you like that.
Sizz, you not sneaky,
Just
bro.
don't know you.
Wait,
I'm not even here. I'm not even here for real.
You what?
I'm not even here for real. To be honest with you.
Sis, when did you join back?
I've been in here,
I never noticed.
Where the fuck you been at?
Yeah, where you been, bro?
bro. I've been focused on trading.
Cap. No, but how you doing?
He's a
How'd you get
pick me.
Nah,
Pick me.
I was flipping I flipped a small account and then I went into Forex.
So you doing good?
Yeah.
Valid. So trading been going good for you, bro?
Yeah, I flipped 100 into 1,000 and then I bought like a few funded accounts and I passed a 50K
Which company are you using?
MFF.
What pair you like?
I trade Euro USD and the US 30.
Oh my god. It's 30, bro. It's the best thing ever. Okay. So bear flags, bro. I don't use those. I can show you. I don't have. Oh, so yeah. Yeah. That's honestly crazy. Honestly, but that could be anything. Like we just took it out. Like did we displace through it, or we just breaking through it right now? Hmm. Hold on, I'm gonna ask. I still have to ask this guy's question. Answer this guy's question, bro. I'm bad. Fuck, dude. Bull flags and bear flags. Oh shit, bro. I don't even remember the last time I seen a bull flag. Yo, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. We don't use those.
There
I
was
don't want to
two.
be that
There's
type
two
of.
to your right.
I don't want to see that. Be that type of guy and be like, yo, but like we don't really use those.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real, bro. Never, don't.
Yeah, I
use
mean,
those
we
yeah,
use dragons.
Don't use like fucking cup and handles and all that shit, bro. Use like
Yeah. What do you use to identify what direction is? Yeah, bro. There's a lot of things. So honestly, just start with like. Honestly, I'm not sure if you understand. I'm not sure how long you were in the call for. I don't even understand if you're saying if you understand anything I'm saying. But just look at the free education that we have. Start looking at that and start tuning into the lounges, and you'll start to learn just by watching. But a lot of the stuff like is gonna be confusing for you because like I'm assuming you just started. Yo, Chewy, the fuck? No other fucking questions, huh? Valid.
I was kind of late to the recap. I'm not gonna lie. I had some stuff to do. You guys just
Word.
went over what happened through QQQ today.
Come on, Titus.
Come on, Titus.
Come on,
All right. I can't just put aside family business aside.
Как ты можешь предавать свой
Пошел
родный
вон,
сервер?
сука. No, I'm playing. I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry.
Я не могу поверить тебе.
Who's dropping tomatoes, dog? Tomato emoji.
All right, word, bro. Yo, Chewy, you trying to promote your friend? No, but
Why is there so many people in here now?
all right, yo, Chewy, I'll do it. Yeah, right. Like they're here a whole hour after the recap started. Like they're probably like, "Yo, this recap
Yo,
sucks."
Joel.
Yo, you guys are probably like, "Yo, this recap sucks ass." Bro, it's over. It's over, bro.
You guys missed.
Yo,
I
Joel.
gave all
You guys
the
gotta get those notifications on.
What is that evil
You
laugh?
guys is
Get the notifications on.
Nah, I feel bad, bro. I should have waited, bro, because I wish there was this much people listening to all the shit that I was saying earlier. But
No,
Fuck.
I mean,
no.
is anybody recording
What is
it?
that? What is that thing called?
Joe, what the
Selection of the
Wait,
natural selection.
you recorded it, Specs? So fucking clutch. Post that shit.
Natural selection.
yeah, Specs, if you could post that, I'd gladly appreciate it. I'm gonna watch that.
Are you allowed to post it in class record? No, I'm stupid for asking that question.
Yeah, just post it on like premium chat or something.
Yo, Joel,
No,
what's
not
it called?
premium. Yeah, post on like a free chat. This is a free lounge, so.
Oh, that shit in public chat and fucking make all the motherfuckers fight over it. Fucking athletes.
Yeah, do like a fucking bid war on it.
For like a time sensitive video.
Is it over the I can't do it. I can't do the fucking talking fast shit.
All right,
Yeah.
so if tomorrow's a fire day, then come back tomorrow same time, fuckers.
Joel, do we have any news tomorrow?
Yeah, we do.
Unemployment,
fucking
unemployment,
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's only red folders, isn't it?
unemployment.
Yeah.
It's pre-market. Okay, so we shouldn't
Yeah.
really worry like about news.
I mean, that could affect our like total like manipulation and everything going into the market. So, I mean,
That is-
depending on how fucking stupid it is.
That is very true. That is very, very true.
Unemployment claims. Oh, retail sales. Oh shit. Yeah, it's gonna do some shit up.
Joel,
With your mic. Yeah.
Oh,
Yo, Joel,
I'm on my
Mm.
phone.
Joel,
You sound
Oh.
scarier.
go to
See?
UA
Yeah.
or AAL or fuck, what is it? AAL.
Bro, don't even know the ticker
Isn't
anymore.
that
Go
American
to
Airlines?
AAL.
Cozy. That's American Airlines, right?
Analysis. Is it good for calls like I swung?
Is that no?
Nah, you're fucked.
Just look, watch.
Ah, bro, you're not. You're fucked, bro. Telling
Yeah,
you.
yes, you should
Or
open up
near
another.
resistance.
Bro,
Trey, is
why
that
do
no?
No,
You do have space. Yeah, no, honestly, dude, you have space, bro. Fuck.
It's
How
look
is
good.
he?
Joel, you know what's crazy? My psychology is so much
So-
better on Weeble than on TOS.
How?
Um,
Why?
It's because I've been like trading with Weeble for like a long time, like a pretty long
Yeah, it
time.
makes
decent
sense.
amount of time. It does,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I switched over to TOS, and I'm like, and then as soon as I see my P&L fluctuate, I get that.
Yeah. When did you switch over? Like a month ago, right?